Have you heard the story of the 10-year-old boy who revealed a horrific tragedy to the world? Have you heard the tale of the boy who delivered the strongest message of duty after the death of his brother? Have you heard the story of the child who became the greatest symbol of compassion, peace, and courage amidst the horrors of World War II? Hello friends, welcome to this new episode of WorldMean. Today we are going to tell you the story from the time of the tragedy in Hiroshima and Nagasaki that became an inspiration for the global community. August 9, 1945. On this day, America dropped an atomic bomb named Fat Man on the city of Nagasaki in Japan. In this attack, thousands of people in Nagasaki lost their lives in just a few minutes. Amidst this incident, a photograph of a 10-year-old boy captured the world's attention. This was a 10-year-old boy, whose dead brother was tied to his back with a belt. The boy had come to bid farewell to his brother at the place where the victims of the atomic attack were being cremated. At the moment the boy was waiting to say goodbye to his brother, the photograph was captured by Joe O'Donnell, who was working for the United States Marine Corps at the time. What Joe O'Donnell felt upon seeing the boy was expressed in the following manner. "I saw a boy about 10 years old walking by. He was carrying a baby on his back. In those days in Japan, we often saw children playing with their little brothers or sisters on their backs, but this boy was clearly different. I could see that he had come to this place for a serious reason. He was wearing no shoes. His face was hard. The little head was tipped back as if the baby were fast asleep. The boy stood there for 5 or 10 minutes. The men in white masks walked over to him and quietly began to take off the rope that was holding the baby. That is when I saw that the baby was already dead. The men held the body by the hands and feet and placed it on the fire. The boy stood there straight without moving, watching the flames. He was biting his lower lip so hard that it shone with blood. The flame burned low like the sun going down. The boy turned around and walked silently away." Joe O'Donnell made personal copies of his Nagasaki photographs and kept them hidden in a trunk until 1989 when he put together a traveling exhibit and a book. O'Donnell's Japan 1945, Images from the Trunk was published in Japan in 1995 and read widely. In 1979, Yasutoshi Fukuhori, who had been near the bombing and was still haunted by trauma from the events, began a lifelong effort of collecting photographs of the immediate aftermath. When he saw the photograph of the boy, Fukuhori began an effort to determine the boy's identity. He ultimately failed, but the photograph was also seen by Masanori Muraoka. Muraoka believed that he recognized the boy as a childhood playmate, although he had forgotten or never knew the boy's name. He also believed that he had met the boy after the bombing, carrying his dead brother on his back and explaining, "My mother isn't here." Muraoka undertook his own investigation to determine the boy's identity. Muraoka found a few minor possible clues, but he also failed, although he kept an extensive notebook of his efforts. How did you find this story related to World War II? Please let us know. Also, to see similar stories related to world history, like, share, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon.